Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and today, well, got another fun one for you. That's right, we're doing a one-take video about this. This is the new small batch version of the Alpaka flight satchel. Loyal viewers of the channel will know that I've already reviewed the Alpaka flight satchel. So, if you have not seen that video, mosey on down to the other video, watch that. You'll see two things that I love about the bag, two things that could be better, and some overall thoughts about the bag. So that's where you'll go for all of that. This is a discussion about this new version. And I'm not going to review the entire bag in this video, but we are going to talk about this new small batch program from Alpaka. Hold please. I'm shooting this video in the morning, as you might be able to see from the sunshine leaking through into the set. And I'm having a cup of delicious coffee. So, life goes on even with one-take reviews. I've been using this bag for about a week now, and I've got some thoughts, and I think they are important thoughts. At least they seem important early in the morning as I'm having my first sip of coffee. Lots of your thoughts will seem important with coffee early in the morning. It's a fun time. So this bag was just released. It's $159 for this small batch version of the bag, which is a couple of buckaroos more than the typical version of this bag costs. This bag now comes in 3 different versions. This, which is limited and will sell out in the near future, I would say. And the Avo Flux. Anyway, they've got just a kind of recycled polyester that is their trademark fabric. It is available. That's the base model. And then there's Ultradyne, which is another fabric that they have sourced / created themselves, and that it seems to be a grid ripstop situation. I haven't had an Ultradyne bag yet from them. But Alpaka is doing what a lot of large companies maybe wish they could do. And I think it's because of their factory setup. They're sourcing whatever the hell fabric they want and using whatever the hell fabric they want for the most part, and not paying up for the branded fabrics that are out there, except for limited release special editions of bags where you will get things like this, the EPX from Challenge Sailcloth in Coyote. I think that, I mean, y'all know I love black and coyote as a color combination. I think it's gorgeous. I've used it for multiple collaborations now of collabs with this channel and other makers. Alpaka, give me a call. It'd be fun to collab. But I think this is a good looking bag. I love the colorway. I love the fabric. And I find myself asking questions about, you know, is this the best? I mean, what is it called? It's called the flight satchel. I'm about to go on a trip. I leave on Sunday. I'm heading out for 7 days. Should I bring this as my carry-on bag in addition to whatever travel backpack I'm using? Should this be my kicker, my 1.5, the 0.5 of my 1.5 travel setup? Should this be what I toss my crap in and hop willingly onto a tube of steel and fly through the sky? Well, maybe, but there are other options to consider. So I think that's what this video ends up being about. At the end, if my coffee works and I remember, I will show you the difference between this fabric and some other fabrics, just so you can feel educated. It's tough to not feel them, but I at least will show you up close video of them, and also do the scratch so you can kind of understand the texture of the fabrics and show you the difference between some of these choices. You may not know some of these choices and which one might be better for you. Let's talk about where this fits in. So most importantly, I would say that this fits in the, let's call it small minimalist carry, but still wants to bring your very specific 13-inch laptop, because anything larger than a 13-inch laptop ain't going in this bag. It is just not. This one barely fits through the opening. It's not just the laptop compartment, it barely fits through the entire opening of the bag. But there is some really useful pocketing on this bag. There's 2 bottle pockets on the exterior of the bag, right here, which is kind of a deep slip pocket. This one is very unforgiving. Very unforgiving. This one has a zipper on the side, which makes it a little bit more forgiving for larger bottles. But I like to toss a power bank in there for easy access when I'm traveling. It's got a fun pocket on the back. That fun pocket holds a phone. This is not my phone, by the way. This is just a phone case. My phone is actually over there. I'm shooting a video on it right now. You'll understand. Inside the bag, you've got plenty of room. I've got 2 pouches in my bag. And then there's a zippered pocket on one side and the laptop sleeve on another side. And then there's a little drop pocket interior water bottle situation on this side of the bag, and not the same mirrored on this side of the bag. What's this little guy? I'll pause for a second. Can you name it without Googling? That's an okapi. That's an okapi. I put that in the bag today for 2 different reasons. One, to share with you once again and raise awareness that when you buy a used bag at Lazarus Foundry, which is my store, 1% of all profit on the year, 1% of all sales, not profit, sales. 1% of all top line sales from that store every single year will go towards protecting endangered species. I'll make a donation annually to the World Wildlife Fund to save endangered species, like the okapi. What is the okapi? Well, it's a little bit giraffe, a little bit zebra, a little bit horse, a little bit gazelle. It's a little bit this, a little bit that. And it ends up being a very, very cool animal when you see it in person. But it sounds like a pretty bad idea. So it got me thinking about this bag. Like, it's a little bit tote, it's a little bit satchel, it's a little bit crossbody, it's a little bit messenger. Does it end up being a little bit good? In my previous video, and in this video, I'm suggesting, no, it's actually really good. It's actually really nice to carry. You got subdivided front pocket here with all kinds of knickknacks, paddywhacks. Got my AirPods in here. So it is a very useful bag, as it turns out. It's a really nice size of bag. Two really deep pockets here, just kind of segmented. Really nice interior pocketing layout in here. Two side pockets, a back pocket. It's just really, really good. The strap, as I said in my previous review, I believe is just okay. The interesting thing about the strap is that when you tighten it down, tighten up, this bump then ends up inside the shoulder strap. And I like that this is like a super long strap actually. And so I like to carry it a little bit tighter so that it rides about right here on my side. And so when you tighten this strap up, the bump has to kind of squeeze in to the strap situation and then be kind of right here. So not the most comfortable, and it gives the strap kind of this lumpy look. And then when you try and fold the strap over your shoulder, there's a piece of the strap that doesn't quite fold right because the strap bump is now in the actual shoulder foam thing, which is, it seems like a weird design choice. I'm not sure. I think that's avoidable because I've had lots of bags with straps like this that didn't happen on. So yeah, not sure what's up. But anyway, if you are carrying a small flight satchel, I think there are three. I'm going to give you a fourth as well, because that's what I do, because I can't stop talking about bags. There are three really great choices right off the top of my head. The first one is the Held Closely Day Pack. This one is also in EPX, and they also make this one in Ultra. This is a great bag. It's got really unique pocketing and just a killer look. The bag also unzips and expands to a larger size, which is incredibly handy. So really nice bag here from Held Closely. More expensive than the Alpaka, and while the 13-inch laptop fits in this one as well, there is not the excellent laptop or tech or tablet sleeve that exists within the flight satchel. So if you carry a laptop, I've got to say that the flight satchel from Alpaka is better than the day pack from, yes, flight satchel from Alpaka better than the day pack from Held Closely, although I do like the construction and the carry and the strap significantly better on the Held Closely bag. This is a better bag. This is better if you carry a 13-inch laptop. So what about the Chio X, which is famously my absolute favorite bag to take with me on any kind of exploration travel where I'm going to be walking through cities, etc. Well, we take the same 13-inch laptop and it drops right into the Chio X as well. But once again, there is absolutely zero laptop sleeve in this bag. So you would have to bring your own puffy sleeve for protection if you want to carry your laptop in this bag, which isn't ideal. And you'd have to then worry about, did I get a sleeve that's a little bit too big, meaning that it now no longer slips into the opening easily on the Chio X. The Chio X of the three is my favorite bag. This one is the new Ultra version with the camel grid stop interior. It's very cool. The back handle in the Chio X is better than this bag. The strap I like a little bit better than this bag, just a little. The pocketing layout is very similar on these two bags, except the flight satchel has the laptop sleeve. Yeah, and the AirPods tag or holder or hookup or key leash or whatever you want to say. I like the location of it in the flight satchel better. So I think I also have to recommend the flight satchel ahead of my favorite bag, which is insane to even say. That sentence doesn't make sense. If you are going to carry a laptop in the bag. So if this is a situation where you're going to be getting the bag to like explore Europe or bomb through Japan or Thailand or explore South America, whatever. Let's say that that's your goal, and you're bringing a backpack, which I often do, and most travel backpacks have a dedicated laptop section. If that's the case, then now this flight satchel setup situation doesn't require a laptop sleeve because your laptop is slid into the laptop compartment on your either suitcase or duffel or backpack. Great, then go with the superior bag. $159 gets you an Ultra Chio X. But on this trip that I'm about to take, my travel backpack that I carry ain't gonna be a laptop solution when I get there. I need a bag that I could bring my laptop on site with me, which means that this actually is much more useful of a bag. But there's a problem, because this isn't Alpaka's only solution for laptop carry. We also have this, which is the Bravo Tote, which is an excellent carry with multiple carry styles. And I would argue slightly nicer front pocket organization and a larger laptop section, which means that you can slip a larger device in, and better pocketing on the inside of the bag. On the back side of the bag, there's a nice drop pocket for your phone. You got a luggage pass-through. You've got bottle pocket on this side, but no bottle pocket on this side. So Flight Satchel wins on a couple of pieces. It is smaller, but just barely. It's actually about an inch and a half, 2 inches smaller, 2 inches shorter, and 2 inches longer. So it's a longer rectangle, and the tote is a taller rectangle. The Flight Satchel handle can also be a luggage pass-through, so they both have luggage pass-through. The zippers are AquaGuard on this version of the Flight Satchel. By the way, I'm talking about this version of the Flight Satchel because there's no way I would buy a different version of the Flight Satchel compared to this EPX. Like, if you're thinking about buying a Flight Satchel, do it now before this EPX is sold out. It's much nicer, much nicer. And that, I guess, maybe is time for us to get into the overhead view so I can show you the difference between these fabrics, and you can walk away feeling educated about these fabric choices. Let's do it. Camera number 2. Here we are in camera 2. All right, Flight Satchel. So this is the EPX in Coyote. You can see the sheen to it, and also it is a nylon faced material with a grid pattern. Looks really nice with the AquaGuard and the orange interior, which I have always enjoyed from Alpaka. This kind of honeycomb grid stop diamond orange situation that they do. Just really spacious. It's a great little bag. Now, compare that with this Avo material. This is their recycled so it is this is smoother feeling. This is scratchier feeling, like a low grit sandpaper. I don't mean to make that sound uncomfortable, but it has like a ridginess to it, And then if you also want to compare Ultra, this is Ultra. And you can see this also has a visible grid pattern, although it has a different face material. Yeah. So, what to do if you're looking for a little carry-on? Well, let me throw one more option into the mix. This is the Alpaka times Old Blue tote, and this one also has really cool interior organization. For an Alpaka limited edition bag right now, this is actually my favorite. I love these front slip pockets. Little slip pocket. There's a trio of slip pockets there. And one phone slip pocket on the back. Very, very nice. See this front middle slip pocket here? Actually had the key leash in it. And a magnet closer, listen. And inside the bag, you've got this nice pocketing that is replicated from the Bravo tote. So ultimately, if I had to buy an Alpaka bag right now to carry with me on flights, if I had a 13-inch laptop, I would buy this version of the flight satchel. If I had a larger laptop, I would buy this old blue field tote before it sells out. And then if I had patience, I would wait for them to release this Bravo tote in a different material, because I just genuinely don't like this in-house material from Alpaka. I think it fits their look really nicely, but I don't know, I just don't like the feel of it. If they were gonna go old school, then I would prefer a Cordura. I like the durability of it. And I do like the EPX material from Challenge Sailcloth. I like Ultra. I don't like this kind of in-between solution. I don't know. There's something about it that, and I'm not suggesting that it actually is cheap. I think it's a quality material. I've never had any issues with it tearing or ripping or staining in weird ways. I just don't like the feel of it, which is kind of a bummer because it is the cheap option, and I do like me some cheap options, but this Bravo tote is still my favorite layout for a bag from Alpaka, which is why I like the field tote, the old blue collaboration. This, by the way, is such a cool bag. It's got the EPX details and this kind of denim feeling. Yeah, I really like the materials that they chose for this bag. Feels really nice. Okay, I could keep going and keep pulling bags into the review, but I think this is where it will make the most sense to end. If you wanted to see this little micro, what did they call it? Micro pulse capsule. Anyway, it's a limited edition colorway. I don't know what they're calling it. I hope they keep going, because Alpaka, let's make this one next. But let's get a little crazier with the colorway than brown. Give me a call. We can talk about it. And also, we together can raise money. You can also give money. Maybe we can save actual alpacas and do an alpaca project with the World Wildlife Foundation. Hot damn, we're onto something. Okay, everybody. Thanks, as always, for the continued love and support. I'm going to be on site traveling, and so this one is the one I pick. Flight Satchel. I choose you. Let's do it. Everybody, see you next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye for now.